You're now tuned into Kofi's Universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues, song reaction videos, and even comedy. So be sure to like this post, and if you haven't already subscribed, do so right about now. Razzcast.
YouTube salute. The hip-hop genre will celebrate 50 years this week, and ahead on a special occasion, Billboard enlists legendary Nas for a special anniversary cover story. Among other things, in the interview, Nasir was asked about how young artists address conflicts with one another and ensure their safety. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So Nas said that's a hard one for us because the streets are the streets. We listen to music from people directly from those circumstances. Young people make the hit records are telling you what's happening. Education, disease, miseducation. Life is a tough test. The streets are the stomping grounds of warriors and good and bad people. There's kids that come from these environments with something to say. When you ignore them, you ignore the youth. I don't think we can stop the street mentality overnight. It's a thing that's in a place that is strong. For everybody to change, it will take a miracle. But at some time, once these artists get in the game and realize you're going to change your family's life for generations to come, and if you could stay alive and stay out of jail, that seems like an easy thing to do. But when you're fresh from that, it's all you know. You don't trust somebody that has been rich for 20 years telling you to chill out when you just came from an environment where nobody's on chill. You think they over the hill, don't know what they're talking about. To get them to get where you're at, it's going to take a lot of work. They on their thing. They doing what they do to represent their lifestyle. They were just leaving. He continued, now as they get successful, they have to come into their senses of their own. When you look at the hip hop's history, you see all these companies and empires that fell because of stupidity. If they see that, they have to realize they are the next one if they don't change. There's a lot of stories that could watch about hip hop empires that make terrible mistakes that destroy families and lives. All they have to do is check the history. It's their decision and their maturity level. When they are going to figure it out, because time is ticking. The next thing you know, you're in your wrong place at the wrong time. I just pray for them and hope for the best, because talking to them is one thing, but they have to be ready for it. Sometimes they have to learn on their own. How do I feel about what Nas said? I agree with him. I mean, you want the best for these young artists out here. You don't want them dying. You know, they get into the game. Yes, they want to make a name. Yes, they want fame, but they really get into the game for money. They're trying to get their family out the hood, the projects. You know, I don't mind nobody being a eyewitness reporter, seeing what's going on in the city they grew up in, the projects, the set. Nothing wrong about that. But you always got to come with the solution, how to actually make it better. Think about the ramifications of killing somebody. Think about the ramifications of robbing somebody. That's not the right thing to do. Letting people know, yeah, you might not have went to school, that's cool, but you don't knock the next person saying they shouldn't gotta go to school. If you sold dope back in the day, let them know that's not a lifestyle no more. I'm trying to do bigger and better things. That's why I respect some artists when they talk about, like Larry June. He'll talk about generational wealth. He'll talk about black businesses. Nipsey Hussle was talking like that. Styles P. You see, he'll talk about things like that. We have to always think about what's next for us. It's about the investment, because these rappers might not think they're not a role model. Oh, I ain't no role model. I'm young. But there's somebody listening to you. They're streaming your music. They're going to your concerts. They're buying your apparel. They're trying to dress like you. The drip, hairstyles, everything. So what you put on your social media accounts, these followers, fans, going to do the same thing. So you have to lead by example, but we can't blame them, because at the beginning they're not going to learn right then and there. It takes time. It's a process. It's a journey for them, but it's having the right people in your corner. Of course, they're not going to listen to no executives that's telling them not to do that no more. Or maybe even an OG in the game, they might not want to listen to him too much unless they respect the OG. They grew up listening to that OG as far as in the hip hop game. But at the end of the day, we've seen so many empires crumble. We've seen so many people, as far as rappers, lose their lives in through violence. Some things that could have just been woulda, could have, should have, they should have never did. Wrong place, wrong time. Speaking some things into existence wasn't right. There's different scenarios that could have played out, but it didn't happen. But I do agree with Nas. I mean, the main thing is right now we want the youth to lead. We want great content as far as the music first, but also we want them to invest in themselves, invest in their families, and to stay alive, because that's like another job right there. Because even Young Jeezy said that, and I love it. He said trying to stay alive is like it's like a 9 to 5. Post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther, the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.